Imagine waking up on what seems like a completely normal summer morning. The sky is clear. People are getting ready for work. Children are walking to school. Birds are singing. Everything feels peaceful. Then, a bright object suddenly appears high in the sky. At first, most people think it's just a shooting star, but within seconds, it grows brighter than the sun itself. The fireball streaks across the sky at incredible speed. People stop what they're doing. Cars pull over, phones come out. Everyone starts recording. Then, a blinding flash fills the sky. Seconds later, a massive shockwave tears through the area. Windows explode, buildings shake, car alarms begin sounding everywhere. Emergency alerts appear on millions of phones. Social media is instantly flooded with videos. But here's the strangest part. Nothing ever hits the ground. No crater, no impact site, just devastation. Could something like this actually happen today? It may sound like science fiction, but something very similar already happened. On June 30th, 1908, one of the most mysterious natural disasters in recorded history occurred over the remote forests of Siberia. Early that morning, a massive object entered Earth's atmosphere at incredible speed. Scientists believe it was most likely an asteroid between 50 and 80 meters wide, traveling at more than 50,000 kilometers per hour. As it rushed through the atmosphere, the pressure and extreme heat became too much. Instead of reaching the ground, the asteroid exploded several kilometers above Earth's surface. The explosion released an enormous amount of energy, estimated to be between 10 and 15 megatons of TNT, hundreds of times more powerful than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. The blast flattened around 80 million trees, across more than 2,000 square kilometers of forest. The shockwave was so powerful that people more than 60 kilometers away were thrown to the ground. Windows shattered hundreds of kilometers away. Seismic stations around the world detected the explosion. Even the atmosphere changed. For several nights afterward, people across Europe reported unusually bright night skies. Some newspapers could even be read outdoors after sunset without artificial light. Yet when scientists finally reached the area years later, they discovered something unexpected. There was no impact crater, no giant hole in the ground. For decades, nobody could fully explain what had happened. Some even suggested strange theories involving black holes or alien spacecraft. Today, scientists believe the answer is much simpler. The asteroid never reached the ground. It exploded in the atmosphere, an event known as an airburst. Could it happen again? The answer is yes. Earth is constantly being bombarded by objects from space. Every single day, small meteors enter our atmosphere. Fortunately, most are no larger than a pebble. They burn up completely before reaching the ground. Larger asteroids are much rarer, but they still exist. In fact, in 2013, a much smaller asteroid exploded over the Russian city of Chelyabinsk. The blast injured more than 1,500 people, mostly because the shockwave shattered thousands of windows. That asteroid was only around 20 meters wide. The Tunguska asteroid was likely several times larger. The good news is that today's world is watching the sky more carefully than ever before. Powerful telescopes scan space every night. Space agencies track thousands of near-Earth asteroids. Satellites constantly observe our planet. Military infrared sensors can detect large explosions. If a Tunguska-sized event happened today, scientists would receive information within minutes. Millions of smartphones, dashcams, security cameras, and satellites would capture the event from countless different angles. Experts could quickly estimate where the explosion happened, how powerful it was, how high above Earth it exploded, and which areas were most at risk. But there is still one serious problem. Not every asteroid can be detected before it arrives. If it approached from the direction of the sun, or if it was simply too small to notice early enough, we might only discover it when it entered Earth's atmosphere. Now imagine something even more terrifying. Instead of exploding above an empty Siberian forest, the explosion happens directly above a modern city. The shockwave could shatter millions of windows within seconds. Glass would become one of the biggest dangers. Power could fail across entire neighborhoods. Roads would become blocked. Hospitals would quickly fill with injured people. Emergency services would respond immediately. Aircraft would be diverted. Governments around the world would begin investigating what had happened. Fortunately, events this powerful are extremely rare, but they are not impossible. The Tunguska event reminds us of something fascinating. The greatest danger from space doesn't always leave behind a crater. Sometimes, it explodes high above our heads. Today, we would understand the event far better than scientists did in 1908. We would collect more data than ever before. But even with all of our technology, we still couldn't guarantee that we would see it coming. Because the next Tunguska isn't really a question of if, it's a question of when. If you enjoyed this comparison between history and the modern world, let me know in the comments. Which historical disaster should we explore next?